Well, we just got done gutting them. So now we got to get them in the tub trailer and out of here.
This is Grizzly Country Outdoors.
This is the bull moose that I shot back on October 1st of this year, and holy old bald-headed. Did we have a time trying to load this bull moose, and I knew there had to be a better way, and so that's what this video you're watching here is all about.
On to the important stuff here. I got drawn for antlered bull moose, 349. It's the 17th, opening day is the 24th, so I got a week to get all my stuff done. So dropped 250 bucks on steel yesterday. And I got to get to work here. Welding. But when I'm done it, I'll put it all together and I'll show you what it looks like. All right.
So the very first thing I did, I built a steel flange for the top of the tub trailer to reinforce it. You can see how I fit the joints here on it. And there's the finished flange all welded up and bolted in place on the top of the tub. For my tongue extension, I just made a sleeve with 2.5 inch square tubing, 12 inches long.
Okay, finally finished. Here's the tongue extension, which I elected to use a sleeve method of putting the extension onto the regular trailer tongue. One bolt, and I'll just swap the old hitch back and forth from the short tongue to the extension. Forward bracket, heavy duty shackles, and the rear rack, same, I got the nice big shackles.
So I threw a plank up on the racks just to see how it was going to sit up there, and it carries it very well. It's not too bad really. And then here's what it looked like in practice out in the field. Now it carries the load fine.
No doubt it was a little bit top heavy though.
So here we are back to the start, trying to load a 1,000-pound bull moose into this tub trailer in whole. And Mr. Man, we had a time. We did get it loaded. We got him out of the bush whole. But I knew there had to be a better way. And so that's what this video is going to be about. So the idea for this loading ramp thing came one day when I was looking at the Rhino, and it's got a receiver hitch right on the front of the Rhino. And I realized I can hook my tub trailer right to the front of the Rhino, and then if I put like a roller fair lead on the front of the trailer and then a second roller on the back, I can winch straight line directly up a ramp and right into my tub trailer. So that's what this project's going to be about.
Yeah, it's a beautiful morning here. So this is what I got done yesterday. Not a heck of a lot. It means it doesn't look like much. But I got that front cargo rack lowered, so it's now level, the same height as the tub trailer.
And then I added 2 braces with flat bar, and they share the same mounting holes as the roller fair lead.
Okay, Captain Obvious here, I suppose, but I was going to do a whole bunch of frigging around and modify that back rack. I don't even need it. I'm just going to get rid of it, and I'll just mount similar to how the front cargo rack's got a shackle on each side for, you know, the ratcheting tie down. I'm just going to put a shackle on that corner, I don't even need this rack. I've been going nuts here with shackles, and Lord knows this tub trailer I didn't have enough, so I put shackles on the back corners, back at the side, front side, and these ones on the side of the tub trailer, the intention of those is for anchoring it onto the deck of my big 16-foot trailer, but I mean obviously I put the shackles on for securing the trailer to the 16-foot trailer. I didn't mention, but I made a point of having the top bolt on those shackles go through the steel, so obviously it'll be, I can use them for any other thing. And then these guys will be, primary function would be anchoring stuff that's in the tub. That's going to be my loading ramp. So I got the outside frame welded, and I have these two inside braces tack welded. I got a spacer in between them. The purpose of the spacer is because once I get these welded up, I'm actually going to take the zip disc and I'm going to cut that because I want to create two sides. It'll be way easier to handle rather than the full size lid. And what I'll do is I'll put a couple of bolts, like maybe 3 bolts, to bolt the centerpiece together once, you know, to make a solid rack. But I want the ability to be able to separate them so they're smaller, and if I get a moose in there, I'll be able to take the two apart and just throw one side on each side of the tub trailer. Anyway, friggin' alright. I have a sheet of plywood in the box in my truck that I'm going to bolt on there, by the way. So, I'm going to shut this thing down for now. This is day 3. Before I do anything further. Obviously, it's not really necessary for me to continue, but I'm going to continue because that's what I do. That's the cargo aspect of this deal. There's 20 feet. So yeah, I could very easily carry 20-foot long planks, logs, ladder tree stands with this cargo setup. Put spacers in here on each end. You see the gap that's created. The zip disc is perfectly going to fit there. So once I get all this steel, and like you see, I just have it tack welded. I did that last night. Once I get the steel all welded, I'm going to put a gusset. I have to put gussets here too, right? So I have to weld this. After it's all welded, I'll nip these in two. Real close to having this whole thing put together. So, first order of business with that realization, and run down to the hardware. I got 2 of these nipples, so I'm going to run down to the hardware and I'm going to get the proper size bolt. I believe that's a 1/2 inch, but we'll see. And then once I have that, I'm going to make this new roller. Winch line was going to bind on the loading ramp. The other thing is, I'm not certain that the loading ramp was going to want to stay in position. So that's the third issue. So when I built this bracket for this roller, or this lower profile roller, I'm going to actually extend the angle iron out just far enough that when that loading ramp comes up on here, it'll hold it from getting pushed up. It'll hold it right dead in place. So that's just 3 things to this. Okay, to the hardware we go.
So I cut 2 5-inch tabs of flat bar, and these will sit right underneath this back roller. So, and they index into the angle of the loading ramp, and they're to prevent the loading ramp from trying to climb up as I winch an animal up into the tub trailer.
Okay, there's the roller assembly I put together, and then these 2 tabs. Purpose of these is when I bring this frame up, the angle iron frame, these fit right into the middle of the angle. Let's have a look here. Doesn't look too bad. I gotta say, I built one heavy duty friggin' loading rack. That thing over there weighs a ton. Let's wrestle this thing over in place and see that. There we are. Now, so that's what I want there. I want a really nice, I want the wide ramp and I want the heavy duty ramp because a bull moose is big. I gotta shoot another bull moose, probably next year. I have one tiny issue right here. My winch line's it's gonna rub on it. But you know what? It's gonna be pulling this way. It's not pulling into that grain. It's gonna be going with it. So I don't think that's really a problem. I could leave it exactly like it is. So this is the whole idea. Straight shot. Winch directly the length of the tub trailer. Roller fair lead. Roller on the end of the trailer. You get the idea. Back up here and see what she looks like. Yeah, I'm happy with that very low profile. Let's just do something else here. That's what it's all about, baby. Nice moose. Oh, not my biggest. He's like, never mind. He's not my biggest. I got his numbers bigger than this, but this is pretty darn decent. And actually, we'll get out of it. There's just one more thing I'm going to do here to finish this up. I'm going to go get the wrench. I'm going to split those two sides in half. I'll take the roller fair lead and this other roller off. Stash them away and clean up.
So I made that front trailer hitch thing with a spare piece of 2x2 and an old trailer ball that I had. Roller fair lead, rear roller for the back of the tub trailer. Here you can see how I'm going to winch straight line shot through that fair lead over that other roller up the ramp. My goodness, when oh, I wish the heck I had a chance to get this all ready prior to my hunt this year. It would have been so much nicer than the crazy effort we had to go through to load the moose. Closer look at that rear roller. And what it's all about. You want to handle bull moose. They're not little. And this moose was not little. Dandy bull. I never get tired of grabbing hold of a set of antlers like that and just, you know, holding them up. That side view. It's a dandy. Oh yeah. You don't want that coming at you. The fronts on that moose are spectacular. I have no idea what the moose scores, and really isn't important to me. Truth is, on the hunt this year, you know, it couldn't have worked out a whole heck of a lot better, really. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and you want to give a shout out to my man Joey Logano, 3-time NASCAR champion, won the championship today. That's going to be a wrap for this video. Over and out, my friends.